Here are some ways to buff the Eeveelution. As any fans of them would know, what's holding them back, or at least most of them, are their shallow move pool. Though another issue that felt a bit vexing is that when evolving from Eevee, you actually lose out on a third ability. Regaining back that lost ability along with them boosting their stats by just a smidge and shaving off their lower stats to further increase their better ones, we can start seeing some real improvement with these Pokemon, starting with Vaporeon. Nothing too drastic since it is one of the better Eeveelution, benefits of being a bulky water type. So let's give it an ability that plays into that and makes sense thematically, such as Clear Body. It doesn't necessarily need more moves, but let's go ahead with it anyways with moves such as Life Dew and Brine. Jolteon on the other hand can use some new moves, though it's tough to pick one that it would absolutely need to thrive with. It probably won't push it over, but with Spiky Shield and Spikes, which I still don't understand why this prickly Pokemon has yet to receive, will at least give it some unique tools to work with and also make it the fastest Spike setter. Outside of giving it back some of its removed moves like Signal Beam or Ion Deluge to try to pair it with Voltazorb or its new ability Lightning Rod, yes I know I'm kind of reaching here, maybe it will carve out a new niche. Next is Flareon, and this Pokemon needs the most help. Obvious solution that everyone under the sun would give it is Fur Coat to help its frailty and a really good offensive move like Close Combat. Inferno and Blaze Kick are pretty much just extras. Moving on to the Pokemon that evolved under the sun, we have Espeon. Adding more utility never really hurt, but Focus Blast would be the extra coverage move it needs. Telepathy for the Devil's format obviously, but one buff that has been long overdue that would improve Espeon, but more so its lunar counterpart Umbreon, is to make synchronized bypass type immunities, making them even harder to slow down. Though overall a decent mon, there's quite a few moves that could be useful and also make sense thematically, with Glare and Comeuppance being its better move. Moving to Leafeon, a thematically sound buff that I could give it is the Sharpness ability, and with it already having some pretty good moves that benefit from this, it may be able to finally shine, adding even more moves on top of that such as Sacred Sword and U-Turn. With Glaceon though, it is a bit more difficult with it having the stats that really aren't befitting of an ice type, a mono ice type at that, though stay tuned for a future vid of mine that will discuss two different methods of buffing this type. But anyways, what it could probably work with would be Snow Warning, with the extra moves to help round it out a bit. As for the final Eeveelution, Sylveon, some nice addition I can think of is to buff its supporter side while also giving an extra coverage move out of Aura Sphere. Mostly baby steps to try to give them marginal buffs without them being too overwhelming. Were these the right amount, too little, or too much? Which one of these were your favorite changes? Comment down below and share this among the community.